Wow. I can tell you, was not expecting that wonderful legacy introduction by Councilmember Davis. I really appreciate that. And it's so funny, as you go through life, you tend not to really think about the things that you have done. And then in a special moment, somehow she captures some of the things that you have done, and then you realize, wow, I still think that I'm sleeping and I'm not doing enough. You know, coming from the Jamaican heritage, one thing that you learn real quick, if you have only 1 or 2 jobs, you are lazy. You're not working. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And that's something that my life has always been about. I have 2 corrections that I would like to make. The first one was in the presentation, it said that I was a founder of In the Force. The correction is that I'm a co-founder of In the Force. This is accomplished with my beautiful wife, who helped us and was there from the beginning and helped put everything in place and made sure I'm on track and made sure I stay focused on the things that I wanted to do. And I want to let you know that I appreciate you and everything that you have done with our beautiful daughter, Mason, who's here. The second correction that I would like to make is from Ambassador Perry. When you spoke, you said Jamaican Heritage Day. I want to say, no, this is Jamaican Heritage Month. We're not going back, we're not giving up those other days. Okay, we're going to keep it. It's a month. Don't think that we're going to give that up that easy. It is not something that we will do. And that being said, I want to just thank each and every one of you. I stand here to represent a long history of not just myself, but what it is that my parents have done, the accomplishment they have made. We are all here not because of our own doing, but because of the sacrifices that were made by so many. We stand on broad shoulders. We stand on people who came here and paved the way. My mother, being a housekeeper, had very little education, not even an elementary school education. My father, a carpenter, he was not educated. Both my parents learned knew how to read and write. But they shared one thing with us when they brought us over here, and that is, this is America. This is where your dreams, anything you want to be, you can be. Anything you want to accomplish, you can accomplish right here in America. Study, stay in school, don't walk in front of the law, you walk behind the law. These are the words of my mother. These are the inspiration that she instilled inside of me and say, listen, you must do all you can and do not forget those who need it most. That is the reason why we're here. We really appreciate everything that is being done for us. We appreciate everything that has been done for me. One of our greatest moments I'll share with you was actually this past summer, is to watch one of the little children that we have worked with within our program and to be able to hood her at her graduation from medical school. And for her to start her first year of residency in anesthesiology right in the Bronx, serving those who need it most. We have created many teachers, many firefighters, many good husbands and good wives, because we instill the values that we were raised with. These are the things that we are doing with our children. One of the things that we know we must get away from is separating our children by saying that you belong in this zip code. You belong to this particular accomplished person. You belong to this particular politician. No, there is no lines for our children. We must let them know that the world is our oyster. This is where we need to be. That's what we need to teach them. And that we have a responsibility not just for our own children, but for all children. That is how we formed In the Force and started In the Force. We had our kids, our 2 little boys. They were in Park Slope. I knew what they ate. I knew who they played with. I knew what they were doing. I was invited to come and give a presentation at the shelter. And while my wife and I were there at that shelter, we saw little kids running around, same age as our 2 little boys. And my wife and I said, why are they not in a learning environment? And we said, because we were working with an after-school program, that we were going to do what we can. So we pulled our boys out of Parksville daycare, and we formed our home, and we went back to the shelter, and we said, Mom, Dad, send your child to our program. We're going to build our program around our children. We knew that we wanted the arts, we knew that we wanted math, we wanted science, we knew that we wanted culture. We knew all these things that we wanted for our own children. Because at the end of the day, a parent said to us, I'm going to take care of every child because I don't know which one my son or daughter is going to bring home and sit there and love with them. So they all belong to me. And that was something that resonated with us when we started our program. And I shared this with you, that very same drive and determination that we had then, it is the one that we continue to have right now. This is not what it is that I have done. It is what we all have done. It is what our ancestors have done that allowed us, each and every one of you, even all of the politicians, because they know that they did not accomplish where they are by themselves. It was done with the help and support of people who made sacrifices before us. And for all you mom and dad that are out there, thank you for what you have done. Thank you for making it possible for not just me, but someone like me. Opening the doors, sacrificing, cleaning the 4 floors, going to work, taking the abuse that you have to subject yourself to, just so that you can make your child have a better day, a better way of living. These are the things that we are forever grateful for. And our councilman, I thank you for all that you have done. And I thank you for this wonderful opportunity. It was very moving for me to be here in this building because I know that there's so much sacrifices that has been occurred for you to be here and for each and every one of you. And we know your stories. We have read them. We have heard them. The sad part about it is so many of our children don't really know your stories. They don't know that no matter where you start from, you can make it. You just have to keep on pushing. And every obstacle is not an obstacle to stop you, but one to say, rise up to the challenge. So here, I ask each and every one of you, let's not settle where we are right now, but continue to rise. Continue to lift up and don't give up on that little one that you think is not doing the right thing. Continue to push them. And for this, I would like to say thank you once again, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity, and we will continue to serve those who need it most. Thank you, Councilman.
Congratulations again, Dr. Ellis. I am thrilled that we are able to offer you your flowers now while you're above ground. And for sharing those very inspiring words. I take the challenge that we continue to do all that we can with what we can, with what we have, with all our hearts and with all our love. We clearly are living a life about love and not light. So congratulations again. Thank you. To present our proclamation to our third honoree, please join me in welcoming once again Council Member Brooks Powers back to the podium.
Hi, it's me again. So the next, excuse me, allergies are acting up this evening. The next honoree is someone who is a member of the 31st Council District. someone who continues to not just be a presence in the community, but be a force in the community, to be a mentor in the community, and to contribute to our community. In celebration of Jamaican Heritage Month, I'm so proud and honored to be able to recognize Hoarace Davis for his outstanding service and remarkable achievements to the utility industry and to the Southeast Queens community. Mr. Davis attended Brooklyn Tech High School. I made sure I highlighted that in the proclamation because he is a proud alum of the Brooklyn Tech High School. He was a talented dual sport athlete, both baseball and football. I'm surprised he's on track right here. I'm a track runner, but I used to be a race. I can't run to the corner now. But nonetheless, Mr. Davis earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from Lafayette College and a Master's degree in Energy Management from the New York Institute of Technology. He also is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, the first historically black fraternity in the United States, embracing its enduring principles of scholarship, leadership, and service. Mr. Horace, who resides in Royalton, Queens with his family, is an active member of the Rosedale Royalton Kiwanis Club. He has served in many different positions, including Vice President of the New York Metropolitan Chapter of the American Association of Blacks in Energy, and on the board of the Marcus Garvey Institute for Human Development. His distinguished contributions have been recognized by the National Dominican Day Parade Organization, elected officials, and Con Edison, where he received the company's highest honor, the Living Our Values Award. Mr. Davis continues his exemplary work as the General Manager of Engineering and Services at Con Ed, and it is such an honor to really, again, honor someone who has left his mark and continues to make his mark at Con Ed, but in the community too. He is the founder of what we call Swift River, which is a community space in Rosedale, Queens, where when the kids out of school, they would reprogram it to be able to be a camp or a hub for the kids where he teaches STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And during COVID, when we first started working together, he retrofitted that facility to be able to use it for parents that still have to go to work, even though the kids had no place to go because the schools were closed. So he set them up there with the tables and the computers, and they were able to come there as if they were going to school. Of course, they were socially distanced the way they needed to be and what have you, but just always looking to fill a gap in our community, but really focusing on our young people and creating a safe space, one that is centered in education, recognizing that they're our future leaders for tomorrow. So it is such an honor to once again celebrate Mr. Horace Davis, and I'm going to ask Horace to come up for his proclamation and my colleagues to come to take a photo as well.